prize card. It's been a really, really great Festival of Motoring over the last couple of days. This is our 5th year, and I think we had 450 cars yesterday and close on that number again today. So it really is in the calendar and a major event. So big round of applause. And a lot of people put in a lot of work for this in their spare time, and it really is hard. The minute this one has finished, then our crack team of organisers will start organising the 6th. So it really is an ongoing process, but we're very proud of this as one of the UK's best attended and kind of most authentic motoring festivals. It's not stuffy, it's not pompous. We have a kind of open invitation for all cars, irrespective of age, and I think it works really, really well. So look, the job I have to do now is to thank somebody who has worked tirelessly for those 5 years organising this, and he's going to just take a bit of a rest and not do it next year. So please, would you put your hands together for Tony Marigold, who has done this for 5 years. Tony, thank you very, very, very much indeed. We have a small token of our appreciation, do we not? So, a few words quickly on the delights or the perils of doing this?
Well, one of the main perils is trying to set a treasure hunt that involves pub signs, and after I've set it, they come and change the pub signs, which is a challenge for me and everybody else. But that and trying to find different routes around the Warwickshire countryside every year. So that's the main challenges for whoever follows in my footsteps.
Okay, well, you've done a fantastic job. How we will replace you, we don't know yet, but thank you very much indeed. Another round of applause. Okay, so the winner, the first thing I'm going to give away is the winner of the treasure hunt, and this was the A's and Nays Parliamentary Tour, and the winner is car number 214, Lawrence Sear, with his Land Rover Defender. Lawrence, are you around? Here we go. Well done, mate. A few words. A few words to the onlookers.
Well, I want to echo the comments that Tony has done an absolutely fantastic job, and it's a wonderful challenge he sets us every year. He really had us guessing with the ayes and nays this year, and we came up with a few extra ones which I don't think he had even thought of.
Well, look, thank you for your support, your sportsmanship, and you were down there at 8 o'clock this morning with me, starting off, so well done. A round of applause. Okay, we have the Lister Award now, and that goes to this fantastic 1951 Jaguar XK120, and this is proof that you can tastefully and cleverly modify cars, and this XK's got slightly different wheel spinners, vented bonnets, and I'm sure you've got some tweaks in the engine and maybe in the steering and the brakes, but you drive it. It's not for polishing, you actually drive and do tours in it, don't you? So look, just tell us why this car is so special to you.
Well, I first fell in love with XKs about 30 odd years ago. I was lucky enough to find this one. I managed to do most of the rebuild myself over a 19-year period. It was finished off professionally with a few tweaks, and we just enjoyed driving it. It's just such great fun.
It's gorgeous, it looks absolutely like an XK120 should do, but it's a car you can drive and enjoy, and I can just see that you've even upgraded the brakes. That makes me sad. I really need to get out more. I can identify that brake caliper. But jolly good. A big round of applause. And I think our sponsor, without whom none of this would be possible, should have a few words as well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, just want to echo your words, Quinton. Beautiful car. Listening to the passion, the work that you put in over 19 years. I think it's not just myself, 3 or 4 of us picked your car out as a very worthy winner. So yeah, thank you ever so much, and back to you.
And thank you, listeners, for sponsoring us. It does make it a lot easier. Okay, we now have the Jaguar Jaguar Trust Heritage Award. And again, the JDHD are close, they're local, it's a wonderful company, we're very fond of them, and we're very proud and privileged to have them here today. Tell us why it's important to you to sponsor and get involved in festivals like this.
I think for two reasons, one of which is it's a local festival, local to the Trust, so that's important to us. And the fact that as the Trust we look after Jaguar and Daimler Lanchester, and SS for that matter, the history, looking after the cars, preserving the history of that great company, or those great companies, is important why we're here locally to support events like this.
Okay, I couldn't agree more. I'm a great fan of the home team. It's very important. This is where the best cars in the world are made, are they not? JLR just down the road. So the winner is the 1961 3.4 Mark II Jaguar. Do we have an owner? So Joe Sugden. Two owners. What, are you part owners? Fantastic! How wonderful! You know, and you just drive it whenever you want to. Good. Okay. And why did you like the Mark II?
Always liked the shape of the Mark II. This particular car, like the XK, has got a lot of modifications to it. So it is a car you can drive every day. 5-speed Getrag gearbox. It's also got electric leather seats from XJ40. And a few other really nice things. So it's a lovely car to drive.
And do you ever fight over who gets to drive it? Is there a day when you both wanted to drive it and you've had a bit of a Barney?
Well, no, because we've got more than one.
Very nice.
We've also got a P6B. Joe's got an XJS. And a Nissan, what is it? A Nissan Fairlady 300 ZX convertible with a manual gearbox. I think it's the only one in the country.
Very rare, very rare. They've almost got so many cars they've forgotten, haven't they? All right, well, look, give them a big round of applause. Well done. Gives new meaning to the term car share. Yeah, they'll need 2 trophies. Right, well done. Thank you very much indeed. And what's so good about this is it's a real motoring festival. I mean, stories like that are lovely. They split it, they drive it, they take turns. It's more human that way. We don't have investors and collectors here. Okay, now it gives me great pleasure to tell you the choice of the Stratford-upon-Avon Mayor, Juliet, who I know very well and I've worked with a lot. And may I say, ladies and gentlemen, she has exceptional taste, because without any advice from me, she has gone out and picked a car, and I could not agree more with her choice. And trust me, that doesn't happen often. So Julia has picked this 1939 Buick Limited, known to its friends as Buzz, and I have never seen a car like this before on the road. I think they were made in Canada. Really, really limited edition, cost a small fortune in 1939. It was a vision of the future, space age. It was a really, really significant car, and to see not one but 2 surviving here in the UK is absolutely incredible. So just tell us briefly, Julia, why this tickled your heart.
Well, I know nothing about cars whatsoever. I go, if my husband goes to look for a car, I say, what colour is it? And that's about it. I don't drive. But today has been a fantastic day, seeing all these incredible cars. I narrowed it down to about 13, but honestly, these 2 cars just stole my heart. I can imagine gangsters hanging out of the side and everything, which probably didn't happen, but it doesn't matter. I just think it is absolutely beautiful, and I just love it. So that's my reason for choosing it.
A really, really good choice. So Hugh Busby, is Hugh around? Is there an owner to take a trophy? Oh, my goodness. You shouldn't have dressed specially, mate. Well, look. Well done. I get the impression that this car means a lot to you. Just tell us what it means.
Well, we've had them many years now, and we've enjoyed them. We've done a wedding service for 40 years. And we've still enjoyed the cars. It's great to be here.
Lovely. Well, look, we're very proud that you came and you took the trouble. A big round of applause for you. Thank you very much. Okay, last, but hopefully not least, is my choice, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a very difficult job because you've obviously got to choose something that stands scrutiny and looks right, and people don't sort of say, no, why did he choose that? So it's very difficult because the standard of cars here is really, really high, both in terms of what type of models, how expensive they are, how valuable, how rare, but also the condition of them. There are some really immaculate cars that would do quite well in a Concorde d'Elegance. So I had, like Julia, at least a dozen choices that I could have put forward. But I'm doing this in a kind of emotional way. There's one car here which means a lot to me and this area, which is why I think we should give it this year's award. And it is this Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit behind us, which was owned by Felix Dennis, the great and wonderful and much missed Felix Dennis, who lived in Warwickshire and who read poetry here at the RSC and published fantastic motoring magazines and was a general wonderful, larger-than-life figure. And when he died, tragically, they auctioned off that car, and it's still in almost the state he drove it round in, still with its special FD registration plate. So that's the one I'm giving my award to because it means so much to Stratford-upon-Avon and to Warwickshire. So a big round of applause for Felix Dennis. Great, well look, thank you all very much indeed. Here we are. Well done.
Thank you very much.
And just tell us why you rescued that car.
We didn't rescue it.
You bought it at an auction, yeah?
We bought it at an auction. We were very privileged. Felix was, as Quentin said, a great guy. It's his choice. It's his car. It always will be. We're just the temporary custodians. It's an honour to buy it. It's nice to be picked, but thank you very much. What can I say? It's a beautiful car to drive. It's available if anybody wants to hire it.
But keep it in Felix's memory and keep it exactly like it is, with the number plate and in that lovely colour, because that's the way he chose it and specified it.
Untouched. We just polish it.
Good. All right. Well, thank you very much indeed. Big round of applause. Well done. Okay, thank you all very much indeed. I hope to see you all next year in the 6th Stratford-upon-Avon Motoring Festival, where there will be even more cars, more people, more enthusiasts, more passion, and hopefully slightly better weather. This means a lot to Stratford, Julia, doesn't it? Just tell us how important it is.
We have a number of festivals each year, but I think this coming the week after the birthday celebrations with all the flags up, it really is special. And just going around and looking at these cars and seeing the emotion involved with these owners and how precious these cars are to them, I think it just proves a point. But also the shops benefit and the restaurants benefit, and that can only be good for a town like Stratford-upon-Avon. And it's an alternative offer to Shakespeare, and that's another thing that I like as well. But the passion involved in these cars is just unbelievable. So very, very congratulations, and hope to see you back next year.
And there's one other thing about old cars. The people who are involved in them are really, really nice, aren't they? Thank you all very much indeed. A safe journey home. All the best.